Hello and welcome back to a surprise episode of Baldur's Gate. It's probably going to be a very short one and it's more an addendum than a full episode. But in my last playthrough that I uploaded fully on YouTube, there was something that I forgot about last minute. I did a whole episode about finding parts of Dribbles the clown, and then I realized, one is in Oren's hideout and I haven't defeated Gortash yet, so I have to do that first. Then I can get it. Then I defeated Gortash and made my way to Oren and completely forgot to pick up the last part of the clown. Now I'm about to do that, but I just kind of briefly want to talk about my second run first and why I decided to just do it with my second run instead of going back into a different save file. But if you don't care about that, that's a-okay. I'm gonna put a time stamp on screen so you can just skip to when we get to the clown part and finish that whole storyline. But yeah, essentially I started this playthrough when I was in Act 3 of my first playthrough, and that's because I felt kind of spited that the Dream Visitor turned out to be the Emperor and not the character I created. So essentially my new character looks pretty much like my Dream Visitor did. Their name is Nyx. They're a fighter, a Avernus Tiefling. Battlemaster is the subclass in this case, and I went with the entertainer background because I didn't want my fighter to just be constantly grim and all that. And of course, being my second playthrough, everything was much easier because I knew which battles came up at what point, so the fights were easier. And I also wasn't shy about looking stuff up if I didn't know things. So I missed way less than in the first one. I still missed a couple of things because I didn't look everything up. But for example, I now have the adamantine splint armor, which is really helpful. I also this time decided to go to the House of Hope and kill Raphael. Sadly, in the battle at the end, I think on the last turn, Hope herself perished, which is a shame. But I didn't want to redo it all, and I decided, my mistakes are gonna stick. But that means I have the Helldusk armor that makes you proficient with it. So for shits and giggles, I gave it to Gale. And you have to admit, he looks pretty damn cool in it. Will here also has some pretty damn good equipment. As you can see, I pretty much rolled with the same crew. What else did I do that I missed out on? Oh yeah, I knew what I was getting into with the Iron Throne, I think it's called, the prison where his dad is held. So I stocked up on potions of speed and scrolls of dimension door, and essentially I managed to save everyone this time. It's crazy what a difference it makes when you know what's coming compared to when you go in blind. Also, this time I decided to romance Karlach because she's Karlach. She's my favorite character. If you watched the series, you'd know that Karlach's my favorite. So I decided to romance her in this playthrough, which was fun as well. But I think that's enough ado about everything here that I did in this playthrough. And let's take a look on the map. Come on, map. Open up. There we go. This is the Undercity ruins. There's the Temple of Baal. I don't know why the image isn't loading in. I have had a couple more bugs in this playthrough than in the other one. Also with the animations in dialogue. I don't know why. I haven't found a way to fix it, but this wasn't used for recording, so I didn't really care that much. But here's the Temple of Baal waypoint, and you just have to go up north. There's a bunch of bodies that are trapped. I decided to blow up the traps beforehand, but there they are. And apparently the head should be on Wilting Alex over here. There it is, the clown's severed head. Put that into Karlach's inventory.
Oh gods, that's got to be Dribbles' head.
Yes.
I think that's it. We found all of him. Time to show the Ringmaster.
Exactly. And I'm quickly going to read that as well, since we read the other letters too. Let's read it. The effigy of Amelissan, who grasped divinity. What use her betrayal? She thought herself perfect, but forgot the one she served. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood, Oren the Red. Okay. Now with that, I'm gonna make my way over to the Ringmaster in the circus. I'm gonna obviously cut out the journey, make sure I have all the parts on me, and I will see you there. Also, as we are here right now, Akabi tricks you with the wheel. It's it's rigged. It's a carny game, of course. It's rigged. But if you pickpocket him and steal his ring, then you win the prize. You go to a different realm, and you can find this trident there. This is Nyrulna, and it's been very handy because you can also just throw it and it just comes back and deals a good amount of damage and some AoE thunder damage. It's been a pretty handy weapon to have. I just wanted to point that out real quick. And now I think it's time to walk over to the Ringmaster, return the clown parts. I'm quickly gonna save first, just in case something messes up and I have to redo it. Let's go, return the clown parts, and see how it goes, see what happens there.
I should speak up.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
This is every part of Dribbles I could find.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues.
Okay.
I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend.
I kind of
And you?
assumed as much.
Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave.
Okay, are you gonna resurrect him now? It's a big circus, how are you gonna get out of the city? You're leaving right now? It was a pleasure to meet you. You wouldn't happen to be hiring, would you? I mean, it would fit the entertainer class, but we have work to do, and that is the fighter side speaking. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And you delectable vintage.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
It's true. Okay, we've got the Spellmite gloves. Spellmite, when casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to the roll to deal an additional 1d8 damage. Interesting. I'll accept those, of course. Is Dribbles the clown resurrected here somewhere? Can we find him? But yeah, I assume this much, since Lucretia's here. She seems to be a necromancer with all the hands crawling around, so that makes sense. Is Dribbles somewhere here, or is he just gone now? I'll quickly take a look around. If he's gone, then I'll just tell you, and if he's here, then obviously we're gonna see him. Well, after making around here, it seems like you cannot find Dribbles. Maybe she resurrects him later when they're gone. That is entirely possible. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching this little addendum. I'm now gonna whoop Oren's ass and then the absolutes, and then I'm gonna edit this down. I don't know when this is gonna go up, but hopefully soon. So yes, thank you again for watching, and maybe I'll see you in another series. Goodbye.